Good morning, YouTube. This is your captain speaking, Captain Calhoun. You are on the lifeboat. What is going on? Good morning. Kevin Hawthorne. Hello, hello. Jason P. Jane Aldrich. Spire to Inspire. Sandy Wandy. Jamie Palmer. True Crime Girl. What's going on, guys? The sultry tones of Captain Calhoun coming to meet you on a Friday morning. Wow. I cut myself shaving on my lip, guys. It's pretty brutal. I'm doing good. I'm tired. I was out late last night. I went to hang out with my cousin. We watched some fireworks and then did karaoke, which was strange. That's not really my scene, but I was along for the ride. Made some friends. It was good. It was really good. We're going to barbecue and do a pool party later, I guess. Pool party. It's like a family function. So not that kind of pool party, but it was good. It was good. I don't know if I would do karaoke again. Thank God for non-alcoholic beers. I tell you what, Athletic Upside Dawn was saving the day last night for sure. But I don't know if I would do again. I did enjoy my friends that I made, I have to say. Millie the Dandelion, Brazy Girl, what's going on, guys? Mara, Rick Smith. But yeah, I had an interesting day today. Kind of soiled the energy in my house. I think I'm going to have to do something about that today. Love it. What's going on? Good morning. I think I'm going to have to do something about the energy in here today. I kind of got in like an argument with my downstairs neighbor and ended up getting really, really angry. And it doesn't feel good in here right now. So I may have to go out of my way to try and cleanse whatever's going on. I don't know exactly how to go about that, but maybe I'll do something happy to hopefully override that. I don't know. Maybe it'll just fade with memory. We'll see. We'll see. But I will tell you, it doesn't pay to be angry. Angry sucks. Angry's the worst. I hate it. Really glad I got to go out of the house last night. I did not want to stay here. VT Kitten, good morning. Scooby Lee. You spent years voting. Voting's good. I think we need a candidate that's a little bit older. I don't know about you guys, but I think we need someone a little older. That's my opinion. Blessed to Crochet, what's going on? Good morning. How was your guys' 4th? Anything of note? The fireworks were after Element 11 fireworks. The fireworks out here were kind of meh, but it was fun. It was good. Yeah. Met some folks. I won't let it get me down. Thank you, Aspire to Inspire. On that post that I made describing what had happened and saying I wasn't going to go live, no, it's I think a new neighbor, Rona. I think they moved in a couple of days ago. That was like our first interaction. I could have done better. I tell you what. Incarnasoul, going on. I was talking about the post. Yeah, some jerk off post commented, red flag, good way to farm comments or something. And it's like, dude, what are you even talking about? I was going to comment back and kind of put them in their place. But then I thought, well, we'll go back and forth a few times and then I'll regret it. So I just banned them. But some people's children, dude, you got attacked by yellow jackets, Mara. That's not good. Did you get stung a bunch? That kind of sounds like the thing that leads to you getting stung a bunch. The Capital 4 didn't feel like cooking. All right. Joe GB, are you looking forward or seeing your dad when he comes home? Super duper looking forward to it. We've got about 6 more days. I'm really excited to do some side-by-side lifeboat stuff with him. I'm really excited to do some role playing and kind of mess around and see exactly what I'm capable of with this thing. It is troll season. We're about to have back to school coming up too, which will be fun. We'll get to all set some resolutions together and Yeah, it'll be fun. I think it's going to be a good time. July and August are going to be great. Got stung around 12 times. I can't imagine. I've never been stung, and both my parents are allergic. So I don't really want to find out. I don't want to get stung. $23,000 worth of fireworks. Becca Jean, good Lord. That's a lot. That's more than I made last year. I'm being a little quiet because I want to be respectful. I want to be a nice guy. I also want to use voice inflection and have a riotous time with you guys, but I don't want to. Maybe we'll give it some time. Rick Smith, good morning. What's going on in Carnosol? It's a new day and new things to look forward to, so keep moving forward, Cap. Yes, ma'am, I will. Thank you. I prefer you being Calhoun and not the captain. It suits you better in a good way. I don't know what you mean by that. Do you mean when I don't put the hat on? You mean like this face versus this face? Or is there more to that than that, Joe? Ontario liquor stores are closed for 2 weeks on strike. People will be heading to other provinces to stock up. Glad I'm sober. Wow, interesting. Maybe they should pay their employees or something. Well, I wonder what that's all about. Yep, I was sitting on my new swing, bought in the yard. Didn't know we put it on top of nest. Wow. That's the worst. I'm sorry to hear that. That is the worst. I'm a little bit late today. I slept in, made sure I was ready to go. We will be back on track here very shortly. You guys want to talk about something real? Now that I got through all that? Hit that like, subscribe, and the bell for notifications if you like what we do here. We can talk about resentments. It's pretty relevant to my situation yesterday, so maybe that's a good topic. We have all resented. This person did this. The situation was unfair. My parents were a great example for me. For when I first started doing all this shadow work and working on myself, I resented the crap out of my parents for not raising me right, or for not teaching me things, or just for being plain old degenerate drug addicts, not being able to give me the right send off, right? But resentment is bad. It can fester. We have to cut it out. We have to figure out how to resolve resentments. Otherwise, they will poison the mind and the body over time. I mean, like you being you and setting your own stride, if that makes sense. Oh, well, thank you, Joan. That's a much more beautiful statement than I had originally taken it for. I really, really appreciate you saying that. I'm definitely going to do it my way going forward. And I think I have been for a little while. Things will change and move in certain directions and all evolve and whatnot. Roberta, good morning. Matrix Rabbit, Dirty Mouse. What's going on, guys? You made it at this odd timing of a show. But yeah, I appreciate that. I definitely am working on it. Hard alcoholics will be overwhelming the ER. That's such a scary statement. It's like we know in our area that people drink hard enough to go to the ER and they're going to be doing it in droves. It's like, wow. That's a wow statement for sure. It's the world we live in, though. We don't get to choose that. We get to choose how we react to it and move through it. And that is what we're here to do. We're here to connect and work on how we move, I think. Cosmic Christie. I have 2 screens. Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. I can't wait. Good for you. Congratulations. We'll bring the trophy out for 2 screens because I'm pretty into 2 screens. I want 3 or more. I could have a panel of screens, honestly. Taken me ages to figure out how to have 2 different screens. I was resenting my brain for not remembering stuff that was second nature not so long ago. Interesting. Well, I'm glad you got it all figured out. If you need help with tech stuff in the future, I have totally got your back, Cosmic. Ben Bacon Bits, what's going on, brother? Thanks, Joe. Yeah, I'm trying to. My dad definitely has a different style, and he likes to do different topics. And I'm not going to stop him unless something bothers me. But so far, it's fine. Whatever, he can do his thing. Mittens 1970. Good morning. Slept in today too, Dirty Mouse. Was up until 2 a.m. Fur baby boy. Well, I guess that's a great excuse, right? I could just say I was up with the fireworks, but that's not true. I went to bed about midnight, maybe 11:30. So actually, only a little bit later than I do on my latest nights. It wasn't terrible. I got good sleep, just not enough of it. Ahoy, seventh son. Good evening. I mean morning. Hello, hello. But yeah, resentments aren't good. We definitely want to get rid of them. There's different kinds of resentments as well. So like a mental resentment. This can consume thoughts like the whirlwind we talk about, the ants obsessing over past. This can affect everything: focus, concentration, memory, decision making, over time, anxiety, anxiety, depression, and negativity overwhelms if you allow it. And I'm sure that if any of you have lived with resentments for any period of time, and left it untreated, you know exactly what I mean. Because the longer that goes on, the longer it's allowed to fester, the more overwhelming it becomes. And emotional resentments often manifest as anger or bitterness, and this is something that I deal with a lot. Hostility, violence would go here too, but I didn't write that down. I don't know why. Harboring resentment may prevent from experiencing joy or contentment. Have you ever been in a position where whatever ants are going on in your head, or whatever, like you bump into someone that you didn't expect to, and like there's some unsolved resentment, maybe an ex, right? There's bad blood since the breakup or something. And then all of a sudden you can't enjoy yourself. All of a sudden, you can't really be yourself and do your thing anymore because the thoughts in your head, these resentments, are so overbearing. They won't go away. It's all you can think about. Does anyone relate with that? I resent that I haven't made better choices in my personal and professional life and my current situation. True crime girl. Well, the only thing to do is to make different choices moving forward, right? Are you journaling about it? Journaling about stuff helps me remember and stay present in the moment as well. That's something that I don't say very often together, but having written it down um, definitely helps me spread and organize my thoughts, right? But then when it comes time to act differently and make different choices, whatever I have done with the journal makes that process easier somehow. Only eat your body and soul. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. I'm sorry to hear that, Scooby. I hate being mad. It's like the worst feeling. Anger and anxiety together. It's the worst. Yeah, don't do that. That's definitely not how it works. I imagine you're talking about someone else, though. I feel like I know you pretty well. Let's get some ones up for Scoob and anyone else that needs them today. I saw Carol yesterday. I thought that was really neat. I'd been missing her. I'm gonna be soft spoken today. That's just how it's gonna be. I would hate to have to ignore my door live on camera. Yeah, kids are so mean, Mara. I was bullied as well. But then one day I decided to start beating bullies up, and that was a huge turning point. Not necessarily for the better, but it was definitely a dynamic change. It was more infamous after that, I guess. Physical manifestations of resentments can look like headaches, muscle soreness, fatigue, insomnia. They can even weaken your immune system if you allow these things to fester long enough. Isn't that crazy? This mental construct and a resentment, an emotion that we hold on to in our heads and our hearts, can have physical ramifications. Weaken immune system? Are you kidding me? I'm going to get sick. This resentment's going to physically make me sick. That blew my mind. When I learned that, that blew my mind. But the mind, the body, the emotions, the mental, the physical, it's all connected somehow. We like to think that we're omnipotent, right? We like to think that as a race of humans, we're so advanced. We haven't missed anything. We know everything, right? But that's not the case. We do know quite a bit, but there is a huge picture. There's a lot that we are just coming to understand. I think that there are levels to this. You know what I mean? And the relationship between the mental, the emotional, the physical is something of wonder, something of great power too. And when we realize that it's all a balance, it's a lot easier to sift through these things. It's a lot easier to know what's important and what to work on. Spank's changing the point. The changing point for me was when one boy slapped my ass in middle school because my bullies told him to. I told the teacher, who said they were just playing around. So I went to the principal. Yeah, F that teacher. What a bro teacher. What a piece of crap. Aaron Z, good morning. Thanks for sharing that, Jamie. I hate to hear stuff like that, but I really like. I shouldn't say it that way. I'm glad you shared it. Those things make me mad. Those stories make me a little mad, you know. But that's the world we live in. Again, that's like, I'm sure that there are a bunch of stories similar to that from other crew members. You know what I mean? That is definitely the world that we are living in, which we don't get to choose. Again, we get to work on how we move through it, and that's pretty much it, right? Crazy girl, my man is a gift. I'm blessed. I love to hear this. That's awesome, Brazy. He's a keeper. Shannon Smith, good morning. Good morning. The constant emotional hangover. I tell you what, we got to start processing through these emotions, through these resentments. What they had me do in NA or AA or whatever, the 12 steps, was they would have me do an inventory, a personal inventory. And I believe it started with resentments. I would write down all of the resentments I have, whether they're for a person, a thing, an entity. And after I did that, I'm pretty sure I wrote down like the subject of the resentment, why I resent, and then there was a fourth column. It might have been root. What's the root of this? And it's interesting. I'll have to go look and see if I can find this notebook where we did this, but it was a genius exercise because you wrote it one thing at a time, and there was like 4 or 5 sections. And then when you got to the bottom, because it was a huge inventory, I mean, this took me a long time. Really a lot of time of thinking and processing, but also like writing it down when I found what I was looking for, because it wasn't all immediately apparent, right? It's not immediately apparent what your resentments are the first time you do this, right? But the way it was laid out went this way, one thing at a time down the columns. When you got to the end, you could read it backwards, and it would basically tell you that all of your resentments are rooted in fear. And that really, really helped me a ton. And then I got to make amends when it wouldn't hurt me or the person, as long as it wasn't going to cause harm. I made amends, and that was the most beneficial thing I've ever done. I don't know if I'm going to do that here. I feel like we need to. We need to have a way of handling resentments. Otherwise, we're just spinning our wheels. And I don't know if the 12-step way is the best way or not. But I want y'all to know I am using all the mental power at my disposal to find out how we can do that here on the boat. Because I think it's very important. We need to be able to do a moral inventory of ourselves. We need to be able to like take account of what we've done, where we've been, and how we feel about it, and kind of cleanse it and clean it. You know what I mean? We have to process these resentments, and if we don't, we're just spinning our wheels. And I realize I haven't given y'all an avenue for that. Like the journaling's good, but it is free form. There is no structure. The structure is whatever we make it, right? So that being said, I might come up with an inventory homework assignment, because it's very important. It's very, very important to do something with these resentments. They don't just go away, right? In fact, they kind of have a life of their own, right? We need to address it. What do you guys think about that? I resent clowns. That is hilarious, Ben. Not a huge clown fan, but I'm definitely not opposed, I guess. Well, thank God for the principle, Jamie. That's great. Redemption. Redemption song. It's the best way for the people it works for. Yeah, but what about the other people, Aaron? You know what I mean? That's the whole lifeboat thing. What about the other people? What about the people it doesn't work for? That's why I'm like, I think it's very, very important that I come up with a way. And I also find value in it not being the NA way, not being the 12-step way. You know what I mean? Um, I find large value in that. And I can't necessarily explain why, but I guess it's because we're the lifeboat. We're not the 12 steps, right? Yesterday I was thinking to myself, Mara, that if we just had some mutual respect, that we could both live better. But I don't know where we stand. I've never met the guy, right? So I don't know what kind of man he is. And I also know the face that I presented. He probably thinks I'm a psychopath. So I don't know. I would like to. I would definitely like to. But I'm gonna go ahead and not approach the man unless I like, dude. If the universe presents the opportunity, right? If like I just find myself in one, like in the zone in one of those moments, yeah, 100% I got it, right? I will identify that moment and I will not shy. I will get the courage and I'll do it. But um that's a big if. Unless that happens, unless I get a sign from some divine dude, I'm probably just gonna let it ride. uh, yeah. Yeah. I'm going to eat ribs today. I'm going to be swimming in the pool today. Today's going to be great. Today's probably going to be better than yesterday. I thought we were going to do the pool party yesterday. Super disappointed we didn't, but that's what today's for, I guess. Yeah, Mara, I'm working on it. I'll come back. I'll come back with a plan. I'll talk with the admiral about it. Mm. We can totally hijack the 12-step way. But again, I think that there's value in finding a different way to do so, even if it's just slightly different. What do you mean, Shannon Smith? Wasn't that a part of what your dad said about the resentments, about the inventory? How long have y'all been together, Scoob? I don't know your situation very well, but I feel like more often than not, he's the cause of your problems, dude. And maybe, again, maybe I'm wrong and nothing against the guy, but um, I have to have people in my life that make me happy. I have to have people in my life that are nice to me. I have to have people in my life that don't take away. And that's like a firm boundary. That's something I do not budge on these days. And it took me a very long time to come to that place. And again, I don't know exactly what your situation is. I mean, obviously, it's just what I get to the pieces that you give me, because I do read what you post. Sometimes I don't read it out loud because I don't know if I should or not. But I feel like you're always going through it with this dude. Is he a good person? Is he good for you? Is it worth all of this heartache and stress? And again, it's hard for me to really say because I'm not there with you, right? But these are questions I need to ask you now. As the captain, I have to ask you that stuff because I care about you and I'm sick of seeing you hurt. And that's a bad way to say that. I'm sick of seeing you hurt. That's kind of silly. Um, it hurts though. It hurts to see you hurt. I don't want to see you hurt. Good morning, Caddy Connie. How you doing? I love the ocean. I'm not gonna lie. I friggin' love nature, but I think a non-salty pool is probably preferable, but well, I guess it's salt versus chlorine, right? I guess I like salt better for sure. I don't have a ton of pool experience. I have more ocean experience. Absolutely. Kathy Ann, welcome in. Always a pleasure. Jennifer Folsom, permission granted, please. At ease crew. It's good to see you guys. About to lay the baby down for the nap. Yeah, no sweat, Kathy. We take you as we can get you. It's all good. Jimena, hello. Beta, hello. Resentment sometimes takes the power to decide about yourself. Whether if it's resentment towards others or yourself, it puts you in a void, taking all your powers. Absolutely. It's kind of like if you guys have seen the movie Hitch, when the two super people get together, all of a sudden they're not super anymore. I guess resentments are pretty super, just in a bad way. But yeah, when they come to town, it kind of totally takes all your power away. They kind of override manual control of the mind, for sure. I totally agree. I think that's a great way to put that. Resenting the housemate right now for the TV on full blast. Sounds like he's making a shed in his room while I'm working. And that's pretty much how my situation started yesterday. Um, I wish I could go back and be more patient. That's something I need to work on, or it's going to bite me in the butt. Robin Miners, good morning. How you doing? Happy 5th. It's July 5th today. Should be partly cloudy, mostly sunny. Sorry to put you on blast, Scoob. I just care. I care so much. Much love. I'm so happy it's Friday, too. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We have some more to say about this, I think. So I have written down identifying the cause. This is a nice guideline, but I don't think it's quite enough yet. I'm gonna have to come back and revise and come up with a solid plan. But identify cause. So this is a journal heavy exercise, journal heavy topic. When dealing with resentments, we are reflecting on the past. We are examining beliefs, sometimes past beliefs, sometimes present beliefs. How have these choices led me here? How has this when did this resentment show up, right? And how is it helping? How is it serving? How is it affecting me now? And as always, we seek support from our friends. One of I think the most important parts about doing that moral inventory, the 12-step way or whatever, was sharing it with my sponsor. So I think that sharing this with friends or family or a therapist or just whoever you feel comfortable sharing it with, sharing these things with someone, there's power in that. I don't know exactly what the power is, but it is undeniable. To speak these words, to admit and accept these things to yourself and someone else is a huge deal. And it kind of takes a little bit of the resentment's power away. Robin Miner says, resentment for me is blinding rage, seeing red, no logic. I have to agree. That's an emotional response if I've ever heard one. Wow, Jimena. This is why forgiveness is not for you. Or is not for the other person. It is for you. To be able to heal and move on gives you the power back. Interesting. I love that. I love that. I like your new thumbnail, Kathy. Looking good. Bravo 90. It's been a while. Been a while. Good to see you. I'm pretty sure this is Primus playing in my ear. Shake Hands with Beef. That's a good song. Maybe that'll be the song of the day. We haven't done that in a while. This one's pretty weird and random, but I stand by it. I'm sorry to laugh, Scooby, but that's pretty funny. The way that that's like exactly not what you expected. You know what I mean? And it bothers you. I can relate with that emotion so friggin' much, Scoop. I can hella relate with that. If you ever need to reach out, Scooby, please do. I'd love to do whatever I can for you. What's going on, Monk? This is the best song ever. I love this song. All right, y'all. Hit that like, subscribe, and the bell for notifications if you like what we do here. It certainly makes a difference. I imagine the Admiral will be on later, but I am not his keeper, so I reserve the right to be wrong when it comes time. I really appreciate you guys spending the morning with me and listening to the sultry tones of Captain Calhoun, which I don't normally do, but yeah, I appreciate you guys. Again, the best crew a captain could ask for. Jane Aldrich, good morning. I listened to LP, the band. I loved it. So whoever recommended it to me, LP meaning the producer MC. And I wrote the song down you sent me. I did not get a chance to listen to it. Maybe I just have to do it immediately after this so that we can talk about it, because I'm just not a very consistent human sometimes. Let's see what it was. Is this the one? This is the one. Who I Am. Okay. I'm going to type it into Spotify, and then there's no going back. I was going to do the temple burn last night, right? And I was trying to transfer the data, the video itself, to my computer because it's on my phone. I'm realizing that I really have no idea the scope of video editing and taking. My phone wouldn't like prepare the video to send. I tried a couple different methods. If I had like like an actual camera, like a video camera, or maybe I can make my phone do the same thing, but I would be able to just plug it into the computer and then move files over like a regular computer interaction. But because it's an Apple phone, it's like it's doing its own thing, you know? So I was not able to transfer those videos. So I'm still trying to figure out how to even get the data to the computer, like just period, not even effectively or efficiently, like just at all. So I'm sure I'll figure it out. You guys are pretty darn patient, so I think we'll make it. Zafad, good to see you, man. Been a long time. More of a fish on fan myself. Yeah, I do like that. Fish on. Fish on. I'm pretty sure he's got 3 of those, doesn't he? John the Fisherman, 1, 2, and number 3's named something different, but I do like fish on, I have to say. All right, guys, it's time for me to have some breakfast. I am starving. I'm not starving, but I'm very hungry. Thanks for saying that, Aaron. We'll be back later today or tomorrow. We'll see. The Admiral should be in this evening. Hope you guys have a great day. Let's make it great. Let's start it great. Let's keep it great. Puka Vista. Good morning, Rick Spicer. All right, guys. I will try that, Ben. I thought Messenger was going to work real well.